Hey everyone, before this episode starts, it's important to remember anything we say on this podcast should be taken as a bad joke and should not be taken seriously, ever.
Take your balls.
Welcome everybody to the Slightly Diverse podcast. It is Boob Milk. It is episode 60, and I'm joined by Bullock. That was him. He's a boob, so he can't really speak much. And then we got Boob Sis.
Hello.
This is Boob Sis looking at a worm of some sort. I forgot the stream for you.
Yeah, you did.
Oopsie. Oops.
We moved to the actual the recording room.
Yeah, we should probably walk into the recording room.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome.
I didn't know
Here
you
we
were
all
moving,
are.
so I just fucking.
It's like the Avengers assembling. It's like the Avengers when they assembled in the third movie and they're already tired of it. They're like, oh my fucking word.
Why'd you make my nose so big?
They're like, God damn, I want to stop doing this fucking shitty franchise. Robert Downey Jr. definitely was like that, dude.
I got into a whole argument with a bunch of nerds about Robert Downey Jr. coming back for the Secret Wars. And it was funny because like this entire conversation happened and I was like, no, I remember from the comic what happens because I threw up on it.
You had an oopsie on your own comic book, dude.
Yeah, I was 8 and I read the comic book and I threw up.
You were thrown up on anybody?
Thrown up on somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, this poor girl was giving me head and I threw up on her.
The back
the
of her
fuck?
scalp.
Yep. And she tasted. It's like, oh, you had chili.
Oh, make me sick right now.
That does. I'm eating.
You say the same dumb shit.
No, I don't. I would say that the vomit like scalded the back of her head and then scalp fell off. You could peer into her brain. You start messing with it, and you start moving her body around like Ratatouille. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I grab her by the hair and I control her entire body.
That'd be cool. Like Ratatouille, dude. I love that picture of Ratatouille where like he's like pulling his pants open and he's about to put the rat next to his cock and balls. You see that?
Yeah, I remember. I thought you were making up some sort of thing for saying there. It was like, yeah, I remember when Ratatouille was in control of him and he just made him jerk off.
Yeah, the rat was in control when he was fucking the lady. French
Oh
lady.
yeah.
And he was
He actually died doing that because the rat didn't know when to stop.
yeah,
The rat couldn't feel the climax.
the rat was gooning so hard that he forgot about the limitations of man.
What is with
The
you and
limitations of
gooning?
man.
What do you mean? What is with me and gooning?
You mentioned gooning every episode.
I'm the goon master. Don't you know that?
He's been very infatuated with a lot of men cum.
I see.
Listen, Genesis, I'm the goon master, right? If there's one thing that I'm an expert at, it's gooning. Okay. I hate to break
I
it to
think
you.
most men are.
Most men think they are, but then they meet a real gooner. They're like, "Damn, this guy knows all about what you're looking through a website for 15 minutes," and you're like, "Why don't I just go to Old Reliable instead of scrolling through 50 videos?"
I know some who don't like watching the same thing over and over and over and over and over.
That's the thing, though. When you get to like 15, 20 minutes of just scrolling through looking for something, and then you're like, why am I doing this? I just need to get this over with. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bordelon?
Sorry, interesting plot point.
Interesting, opinion about here. Interesting segue.
Dedicated wham.
I got dedicated wham
You're both
and
special.
I'm drawing
Yeah.
a little mouse that's bad. How do you draw a mouse?
Not like that.
You draw it like the cheese itself.
There's a mouse.
You draw it like the cheese itself. What the fuck is the problem?
Cheese. Oh, when it eats the big cheese, it turns square or turns triangle.
Jesus.
What were you gonna say, Borlon?
Nothing important.
Oh, so the usual.
Yes.
Forgot his list. Yeah. Anyways, talk about Yakuza.
You want me to talk about Yakuza? Okay, yeah, I was having an actual plot point, and I realized I shouldn't be talking about this on the podcast. There's a blind girl. I'm sorry, did I not just say there's a blind girl, and then you ask, is she blind? What the fuck?
How blind was she? Is what I meant.
There was a man with a giant erection. How big was his erection?
I meant to say like how blind was she? Was she like one of those blind people that could kind of see?
What?
She just totally blind. You don't know this? There's levels of blindness. Some people just have like goop around
You
their
mean
eyeballs.
color blindness?
No, like sometimes it looks like goop. Like there's like hollow spots in
It looks like
their
goon.
vision. Goop, but not goon. Like there's like hollow spots because parts of their eyes don't work, but the rest do. So they're just technically blind because they can't. They have like a bunch of blind spots and stuff.
You mean cataracts?
That's not cataracts. It's just some parts of their eyeball don't work.
Oh, okay. How do we make it work?
So this one was totally blind then. How do you
It
make
seemed
it
that
work?
way.
You put lime juice actually in their eyeballs.
Like, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah, for anybody listening, if you put lime juice in your eyeball, it changes the color to green. Pretty cool.
Cut an onion. You cut an onion in front of blind people. It's like you can't even use it, and you're still crying. What are you doing?
They're just being dramatic at that point.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so stupid.
What the fuck?
This is the coolest one I've ever drawn.
I like to tell my blind friend that he's black, so he can say the N-word whenever he wants.
Mm-hmm. Like
What if
Dave
he knows
Chappelle.
he's not black?
Like Dave Chappelle.
Well, he doesn't know.
What if he wasn't born blind? What if he became blind partway through his life? You don't know
No,
that.
he was born blind. He doesn't know either. He never had a dad, and his mom never told him, so he just assumed he's just a human. And I told him he's black, and that means it's okay for him to say the N-word. So
You're a
I took
horrible
him to
person.
Harlem.
Then he said you would have said the N-word anyways, even with vision.
Took him to Harlem, and I said the N-word and got my ass beat. He just stood there.
You live in Texas. You would have said the N-word just by being full visioned.
Full visioned.
Hmm.
Even if his eyes were perfect, he had perfect 2010 vision.
2010 is not perfect.
He had a dream. He's a
I thought
blind
the
man
lower
with
the
a
number
vision.
is, the sharper your eyes were.
2020 is perfect vision.
My brother had 2020 like 17 vision or something crazy.
I don't know what that means, but I know 2020 is perfect vision.
I think the lower the number, the second number is like the sharper your eyes are. Mine are terrible. Mine are like 30, 32 or something like that. I don't remember. I need my glasses to see. Fucking screwed up.
I don't recall what they said my vision was. I just know that one eye is a hell of a lot worse than the other.
Your vision is queer.
Like you.
Yes. No, it's not like me. I'm more queer than your vision.
Queer eye. Yeah, you do have the queer eye.
Nothing can beat
Warlock.
me at at queerness. Not even James Charles.
What if like
What
the
about
queer
Jeffree
eye was like a
Star?
thing you can attach to your body? It's like there's like a bunch of gay people like killing each other for the queer eye, like in Lord of the Rings or something. They're like plucking each other's eyeballs out.
They're poking or fucking.
They're plucking them out.
Oh, they're skull fucking each other to the top.
I was about to say fucking seems like a better idea.
They're passionately making out with people's eyeballs until they fall out of their head. This fat rat.
Show's going down the toilet.
The show does
That rat
suck.
is-
The show sucks when Argus isn't here to carry the conversation.
Oh yeah, Whataburger, I meant to say earlier, has been constantly getting my name wrong. Like my first name. And I was like, you know what, why don't I just give him a nickname, not my last name, because my last name is much harder than my first name. So I told him the nickname the Marine Corps gave me, which is Bordy. So I say, when they're like, is there a name on that order? I was like, all right, Bordy. And the motherfuckers go, Morty. Okay.
40.
Yeah, that. And I literally drove up to the window the last time I did it. This old lady's like, I'm sure you get this a lot, but dude, people ask you, where's Rick? I was like, well, it's funny you say that. I didn't fucking say Morty.
And then she spat in your face and then threw your coffee at you.
No, she was like, oh, well, there goes my joke. I was like, yeah, I said Bordy. Y'all never get it right.
Where's Pickle Rick Morty?
In his
You'll
ass.
get it. He turns himself into a fucking pickle. It's so fucking funny.
The funniest shit I've ever seen. I'm gonna draw Pickle Rat.
Pickle red.
Pickle Rat.
Draw a red pickle.
Fucking sweet. Stop watching me draw. Start talking,
Why?
Genesis.
I'm sorry. I'm entranced in watching you draw different versions of a mouse, rat,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we're gonna turn this into the podcast where we just stare at Milk while he draws.
Morty. I 3D printed a gun, Morty.
It looks like a sausage. It doesn't even look like a pickle. It looks like a sausage.
Rick, I just want a Whataburger patty melt combo with a Coke as a drink, and that's all.
Morty, I can't do the Rick voice. I'm just gonna talk to you deeply and sexually.
What the fuck?
Morty,
Why?
I'm in prison, Morty. I beat my wife. Oh geez, Rick, you really beat the crap out of her this time. That's what he was doing when
That
they
was
arrested
actually a
him.
pretty good Morty voice.
That's what he was doing when they arrested him. Oh geez, I was just playing around. We were just roughhousing. You don't gotta arrest me. She's alive. Look, she's breathing. He starts kicking. She's like lifeless on the floor.
Stupid.
You guys are weird.
Did you know that the creator of Rick and Morty, the guy who voices Rick and Morty, he went to jail for beating his wife.
Yeah, I heard.
You know, there's this crazy YouTuber, this crazy comedian called Sam Hyde. And when he heard the news, he was like, finally, he grew some balls. It's like, what?
Okay.
He's like, fuck yeah, Jester Roy, he grew some balls finally. It's like,
Wow.
what? What the hell? But yeah, that caught
Oh,
me off
wow.
guard. That was funny. Oh man. Oh geez, Rick, she's really taking that left punch. Need to hit her harder.
Speaking of TV shows, what did you want to talk about Game of Thrones for?
Oh, I've been rewatching it because I'm bored.
No fucking
I love
reason.
Game of Thrones so much.
I was thinking about that guy from the Night's Watch that abandons the Night Watch. And they like rape all the women in like that cabin or whatever, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes like, "I'm a fucking legend," and I really liked how he said that.
To this day, I still not watched it.
I was a fucking legend. I was so fucking gay in King's Landing. Nobody could stop me.
Have you watched House of the Dragon yet?
No.
Me?
Maybe I should watch that one. I'll
House
probably
of
watch
the
that after I
Dragon
finish
is
rewatching.
amazing.
I haven't seen shit related to fantasy bullshit.
Matt Smith
on
is my favorite
HBO.
character in the whole thing.
Who?
Matt Smith. He plays
Oh, you
Damon.
mean the doctor?
Yes.
Fucking
I have a quote from the 11th Doctor tattooed on my arm.
rule.
We're all stories. In the end, make it a good one.
I would have got that. I'm
And
going to
it's
fucking kill you, bitch. Fuck you, Rose. I'm gonna kill you. For that
it
one.
and it spirals around a TARDIS.
That's cool. I would get Matt Smith angry looking at the camera with his penis out.
Eventually I'm gonna get a Fez tattooed on my arm too.
I would get David Tennant and Matt Smith making out passionately on my arm and show it to them. Look, guys, it's you. And David Tennant's like, oh, he's just gonna be sad.
There's so many Doctor Who tattoos I want to get, but none of them are that.
Did you watch the old ones?
No.
Me neither.
I started at Matt Smith because that's what my husband's the one who introduced me to Doctor Who, and he's like, I feel like this is the Doctor you're gonna like the most, so this is where we're gonna start. And we started with Matt Smith. I also really like Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi was pretty good.
I did not like what's her face.
The woman. I don't think she was that bad. I think it's just everybody else around her was horrible.
So the reason I really didn't like her is when she got the part, instead of doing her research on what Doctor Who was, she refused. She's like, no, I'm going to do it my way or no way.
I feel like she was the most enjoyable part about it, either of their seasons. She was the most enjoyable part. Everybody, like all the other characters, were awful.
Let me tell you
They
this.
brought the
Whenever
show
I started
down.
watching her season, I couldn't tell it was Doctor Who.
Who?
Like I just couldn't tell that it was Doctor Who at all in the beginning.
Who?
And I watched like 3 or 4
It's the
episodes and I was
Doctor.
over it.
No, it's the Doctor, Born. That's his name. The
Jodie
Doctor.
Whittaker, that's her name.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I hated her.
I thought
so
she
much.
was hot. I thought she was hot as well. I would have been the Doctor, even if it was an old man before.
She was. Her season was horrible.
Like,
I'm waiting on the
Doctor,
new
ugh.
season. If this new season's not good, I'm not gonna watch it for a
Like,
while.
Doctor, I can't believe you got hot tits. It's so cool. He's like, stop making it weird.
She's not that hot.
No, but she's hot now. Now that she's super smart, she can make me a goon machine. You could goon for 5,000 years in the TARDIS and you wouldn't grow old. You can just go back in time.
Again, my question: why are you so obsessed with gooning?
is that what the Doctor does? They just go in the TARDIS and they
No.
just,
He
jack
just
off all the
goons
time?
throughout time and space. Yeah.
No, that is not it.
Doctor, are you in the TARDIS?
Oh.
Stay out. 5 minutes.
I was
Stay
obsessed
out
with
right
Doctor
now.
Who for a long time. I started with David Tennant. I still
That's
think
where
he
my
was the
husband
best
started.
one.
The
A lot of
second I
people like the
saw
old dude
fucking
with the
Roombas
scarf.
with lasers on them, I immediately lost interest.
But it makes it scary, dude. It looks
It's
retarded.
scary.
Are you
Look-
talking about the Daleks?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Daleks,
yelling trash cans with
the
lasers. Yeah,
Daleks,
that kind of just threw me off.
It's Daleks.
the Daleks.
If
Daleks.
they had like actual Terminators, that'd make it more scary.
It's not meant to be scary.
Then why the fuck did Milk just say it's scary?
It makes it
Because
scary
Milk's
because
special.
you see a stupid trash can rolling towards you, and then like it shoots your wife, and she turns into a skeleton. Like you could see her skeleton for a split second, she dies instantly. Fucking horrifying. You don't think that's scary? I thought the Cybermen were more scary though.
You have weird
The
perceptions on
the,
scary.
the Cybermen are scary because like all those people are alive still. They just can't control their bodies.
Yeah.
Right,
this is true.
Cybermen.
The Cybermen.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Cybermen.
Cybermen. Oh,
Cyber. Like
aren't
Cyber
those
Monday, but instead of Cyber Monday, Cybermen.
aren't those little green dudes off Dragon Ball?
No.
Yes.
No.
I
Yeah,
only
yeah.
saw like 2 episodes of those guys. They're
Both
little
Doctor
freaky
Who Cybermen
guys.
and Dragon Ball Z Cybermen are scary.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I thought they were scary because all those people are still alive. So they're all conscious. They just can't do anything about it. And that's fucked up. At least with the Daleks, they kind of just like. I mean, in one, I forget
They
which
just want to
season.
exterminate the Doctor.
Yeah, they just want to
That's
kill
all the
everybody.
Daleks want to do.
I think they made a headcanon where like they can turn people into beef jerky and then shove them inside a Dalek. But I don't know if they stuck with that or not. I mean,
I don't know.
all the Doctors have their own like twists and turns going through it. Sometimes they just get rid of old ideas, you know. Anyways, David Tennant was cool. Who's the coolest Doctor? Matt Smith was the funniest one, I think.
I adored Matt Smith. I adore Matt Smith and everything though, but that was my introduction to Matt Smith.
And Peter Capaldi was probably the most intimidating one. Scary old man.
Listen, Peter Capaldi I can relate to the most because he was super sarcastic and didn't give a fuck.
The scary old man judging you constantly. Did you watch Doctor Who?
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite companion?
Favorite companion? Rose, dude. She was
What?
coolest.
No.
She's the only one that wasn't horribly annoying.
Amy Pond wasn't annoying.
Amy Pond became annoying later on.
What about Clara the Impossible Girl? Clara
I don't
was
like
super
honestly. I don't like the
Capaldi.
companions.
What? They are what partially makes
They
the
annoyed
show.
me. I was like, I don't care about these people. They just get into situations.
But they need to get in situations for the Doctor to be able to come in and save them. That's the show.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're like basic. All right, Bordelon. This is for Bordelon and everybody else that hasn't watched Doctor Who. It's like watching Krillin and Yamcha do stuff, and then you're just like waiting for Goku to do something cool.
No, you can't reference that either. I don't understand.
Why are you talking about Cybermen then? I thought you watched Dragon Ball.
Not all the time. I literally stopped when Goku was leaving heaven.
You don't remember Krillin, the little dude?
Isn't he the dude that nobody fucking likes?
Yes, he's the one that bangs hot Android 18. But anyways,
yeah,
it's
nobody
like
likes
that.
him, but he gets the hot chicks. That's
It's like you're waiting for, or like One Punch Man, right? Like when Genos. I mean, Genos was likable though, but it's like when all the other characters are doing stuff, and you're just kind of waiting for Saitama to show up and obliterate everything, right? It's the same sort of thing in Doctor Who. I mean, back then I loved it, but now when I'm older, looking back on it, I'm like, nah, it's whatever. But yeah, they're annoying. They annoy me. I'm there for the Doctor. I'm not there for regular people.
regular people.
That's how I feel like about Dragon Ball Z. Like you're just waiting for Goku to show up and be cool, or die, either or.
Right.
Like I'm not tuning into Dragon Ball Z to watch fucking Gohan breathe heavily while he gets beat up by Piccolo. I don't give a shit.
That was the best part of the show where he had asthma and Piccolo just beat the crap out of him. Piccolo, I can't keep training.
What would you do? What would you do, Genesis, if the Doctor came to your home?
She stepped away.
What would you do, Born, if the Doctor came to your home?
I don't like doctors, so I'd probably tell him to fuck off.
Say it's Matt Smith, but he's the
I don't know who the
actual
fuck that
Doctor.
is.
He's the dude
I don't know
from
who that is.
he's the dude from Morbius that danced around. Remember that? Remember Morbius?
Oh.
The guy who was dancing around when he morbed out.
Oh yeah.
When you totally
remember that.
out. Anyways, let's say he shows up and he's like, Bordelon, come with me and you'll see things beyond your wildest dreams.
You need to get out of my house.
And even
Get out of my
even
house.
if we're gone for 10, 20 years, I'll just bring you back to here right now, like you never left. What would you say?
I get out of my house.
You wouldn't go with him?
No.
He's an
Who is
alien.
this man? I don't know who he is. There's even more reasons to just shoot him.
I would go with him. That'd be cool. Oh, Doc, shoot him. I take his stuff.
Yeah.
I take his ship. Yeah, the TARDIS is pretty sweet. I like how it's bigger on the inside. Fucking scary. You know what I'm talking
Like a
about?
fun house. Well, somewhat. I know it's small on the outside and big on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Getting bigger slowly every season. They make it a little bit bigger, 2% bigger.
That's not how home renovation works.
That was because like his thing is like broken or something. That's why it's always
do
a
you mean?
police. It's
His
always
brain? Yeah, I'm sure it's broken.
no the ship. The ship is like broken. That's why it's always a police box. And now there's like I don't know. They say that the TARDIS is kind of like a tree or something. So as it gets older, it gets bigger and bigger
Yeah.
because it can't contain the different dimension or whatever the fuck it was on the inside. So it starts pouring out, leaking out. Very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would want the doctor, the lady doctor, to show up. I'm like, doctor, please show me your boobs. And she's like, I you know I've been a man like 13 times. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh god. Oh fuck.
That's the best. You don't understand. The penis is the best part.
No, hold on. I'm stepped out. I had to step outside. It's fucking raining out here.
Like, you don't understand. The femcock is the best part.
This is Bordelon with the weather.
Hey, Bordelon, is it raining?
It's fucking raining.
I don't believe you. I think you're making shit up. Fake news, fake news.
I can lick it.
How about you prove it by dancing in the rain naked? And if you get
I'm
a
practically
cold,
doing it right now.
you get a cold, I'll believe.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
My partner just straight up ditched me, so now it looks like I abandoned post. So that's fun.
Start singing in the rain,
No,
like in Clockwork Orange.
no, that's not in Clockwork Orange.
You remember Clockwork Orange?
I didn't sing in the rain.
No, he doesn't sing in the rain, but he sings singing in the rain. That's how
Oh,
the crippled man remembers that he raped his wife and crippled him. I
Why were they all wearing diapers?
don't know. Russians, I guess.
What are you two talking about?
My Clockwork Orange.
So, what do you mean? What are we talking about? We changed so many topics that this is called tangents.
No, it's not called tangent. It's called slang verse.
Welcome to tangents.
You mean it's called you being weird?
No,
You don't know. You don't understand. That was our old name.
I was gonna ask you, Genesis, what would you do if the doctor showed up to your home and was like,
Lose my marbles.
I can show you the universe, the real doctor I'm talking about, not just the actor. A real one.
I would go with him.
You would go, but he would be like, you have to leave your children.
I don't know about that, but
They
have to see
can't
when I get
come.
there.
You'd be like,
They
you
cannot
just
come with
need to
us.
leave your children, but I can just bring you back in time to this exact moment later on.
Yes, I can take you to the time you didn't have them.
I don't know.
But remember
Because
Genesis.
it's not a guarantee.
It honestly just makes a different timeline where they just grew up without a mother.
Yeah.
So in a sense, you're just damning like one version of them. To
But
the
that's
motherless
still a version of
childhood.
them. Don't think I could do that to my kids.
Would you like to go back to the time before you were born and stop it?
Did you steal his TARDIS? Would you stab him?
No.
Like, sure, doctor, and then you beat him over the head as hard as you can.
I feel like that's something you do.
Then you take his keys.
I remember when they showed a cameo of Deadpool where he's like going through time, and then he gets to the timeline where he's like he finds Adolf Hitler as a baby, and he goes, "It's easy. All you have to do is like snap his neck or something." And then he just picks him up and just comforts Adolf Hitler as a baby. He goes, "All right, I know you're all looking at me like I'm the bad guy here, but who's the real bad guy if they kill a baby?"
Oh yeah, I was talking about Sing in the Rain.
Why?
Sing in the Rain, Bordelon. Like in Clockwork
No.
Orange.
Do it.
No,
Do it.
Crazy movie,
I'm
dude.
really busy doing other shit right now. I'm at work.
Yet you're here.
Did you like that movie, Bordelon? Like Clockwork Orange?
No, I didn't watch it.
I feel like you would like it. Weird. It's a weird
Maybe.
movie.
I bet.
They got milk coming out of boobs.
You're in there?
They don't got me. They got like boob milk.
We got monkey milk.
They got statues with like drugs and milk swirled together. Like that weird purple drink. What's that purple drink called?
Herb drink.
I am confusion.
It's called lean.
Yeah, lean. They got lean, but it's white.
They got lean. Lean is alcohol. What do you mean spiked?
Lean is not
I
alcohol.
thought lean was like drugs.
No, I thought it was Sprite and cough syrup.
Man, where's our one black guy?
That's drugs.
That's not.
Cough syrup gets you high. Drink enough
So
of
long as you and also fight going to sleep.
it. It's like isn't that like a big thing in the Midwest? People doing
Big
that
thing for minors.
yeah.
I need to step away for a second.
Not here for minors here in California, they just do heroin.
Drugs are everywhere.
You draw a mouse, dude. See the fuck at him.
Why don't you look up what a mouse looks like?
No, that's cool. I figured it out. Fucking sweet.
What's your drawing? It's a little weird, but then again, it's you.
Little mice are insane. What would you do if a little mice like these started showing up?
I have no clue what I would do.
I think you're schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Started worshiping you. What did they build like a statue out of you? For you, I mean.
I would be a little concerned, and I'd probably get the hell out of there.
The pickle one goes like, God is here.
That's a sausage one. It's sausage. It's not a pickle.
Looking at his feet. Guy with the note.
Should have drew someone eating the pickle sausage one.
I forget if I read somewhere. Might have been like a creepypasta or something, but it's a scary like story about like him finding out his family's like in a weird cult. They worship.
That does sound weird.
What'd you do if you found out your husband had a rat cult? He dressed up as a rat.
Don't think I would
sacrificing-
be there much longer.
They sacrifice like goats and stuff to the rat.
Yeah, no, definitely wouldn't want that to be around the kiddos.
Destiny.
It's not their destiny.
You don't understand. This is their destiny. They'll be
Aha. I would slap him into the next year. Maybe
be
then he would have some sense knocked into him.
the matriarchs of the rat cult.
Oh, I noticed that the episode that has me starring in it for the first time got over double the views of the last few episodes.
Yeah, but sadly they only watch it for like 10 minutes or 10 seconds, I mean.
Really?
Yeah. It tells you how long they
Damn.
only watch it. They only watch it for like 30 seconds at the most.
That's sad.
Yep. But It's supposed
Felt
to be
accomplished there for a second. I'm like, our views are going up.
mostly our own Oregon, but
I
we don't
guess.
do
But I
these
mean,
for the views.
I have fun doing this.
Yeah, we didn't even start this for the views, anyways. We started this just to promote like our old Arma unit. We just continued it after it went away.
Ah.
Oh. You would know that if you listen to the podcast. Honestly, I'm the only one that actually listens to this podcast.
I always start to listen to it, and then the kids. Like right now, one of them's trying to grab the mic.
Listen to every episode. Hey, guy. Okay, friend.
You just like hearing yourself talk, don't you? No.
But sometimes I do make funny jokes.
Mm.
But you know that I just love laughing, Genesis. What can I say?
I could see that.
I just love when we talk about strange things that I forget about, and I'm reminded of them listening to.
So why is one of the topics poop?
Oh, we already talked about that.
Oh, you did?
Thanksgiving, when I've been eating so much
Oh yeah,
lately that
you're right. You're
I
right.
can't
You're right.
generate poop fast enough. The poop imbalance. I'm not a phenomenon. What's the word? The word I'm looking for.
I don't know. I can't read your mind.
The poop formula. Once you went the poop threshold is what I mean. The poop generation threshold. Once you pass the food consumption, if that goes past the poop threshold,
Mm-hmm.
that means you can't generate poop fast enough. Body. Tummy's been aching.
Well, that sucks.
But Thanksgiving was nice. So I had a lot of food.
What was your favorite dish?
Stuffing.
Stuffing. Mine's green bean casserole.
Green bean. Them green beans. You're planting green
Green bean
bean.
casserole is my favorite dish. I will eat a whole pan of it on my own if I could.
That's what they planted, right? They planted green beans to reach the top of the clouds.
Yes.
It'd be fucking scary if I saw that in real life. Imagine being a villager and some little kids plant a bean.
That would be pretty fucking scary.
Leads up to the clouds. They'd be burned as witches, I think, is what really would happen in that story. They'd burn the kids alive for witchcraft.
Who's your favorite Game of Thrones character?
Honestly, I think Tyrion Lannister is probably the most interesting. Even though he killed his whore girlfriend and his dad.
But like the actor himself, he seems pretty snobbish. He kind of ruined any dwarf's chances of.
No, yeah, he definitely does not like the
careers.
whole dwarf. He doesn't like leaning on the dwarf thing. Which, when you're a dwarf, you kind of have to. To be frank, if you're a dwarf, you have to lean on it.
Yeah.
You're not going to be He-Man. You're not going to be playing He-Man. I'm sorry. It's
But
impossible.
he basically just made it where only he's going to be getting any gigs that require a short person.
Honestly, I could think I like all the Lannisters, to be honest. They're the most
Even
interesting
Cersei?
family. Oh, Cersei's hot. Cersei's so hot. Cersei and Marjorie Tyrell were the hottest chicks on the. Everybody likes
What about
Daenerys.
Dany?
I don't think she's that hot, to be honest. I think it's because she kind of looks like my sister. I think that's why I don't really find her attractive at all.
Yeah, that could definitely be a big part of it.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Khal Drogo was probably my favorite.
Khal Drogo dies like a bitch though.
Does, but well, not like a bitch.
He does.
Um,
He turns into a vegetable. The witch turns him into a vegetable.
I so like he died from, or he originally died from fighting.
Here's what happened. Since I remember from rewatching it, what happened was he gets cut, and then he doesn't want to like clean it, right? For whatever reason, and then Daenerys is like, "Oh, let the witch take care of it for you." I think she poisoned her purpose.
Yeah, he did. I mean, she did because his whole clan
Yeah,
just
they were all like, "Don't."
desecrated her
They're like,
people.
"Don't let her fucking touch his wound. Just wait for like a day or two."
Yeah.
And listen.
So she is the reason her husband dies.
Yeah, and then there's also the whole
And her
point that
baby.
Daenerys goes insane as well. She goes more insane than Cersei, I think, even though Cersei probably caused more damage, like Adolf Hitler.
So because of it's like the severe amount of inbreeding in her family, like psychosis is a big thing with incest.
True. They should have had a Down
So it's
syndrome.
normal for her to lose her mind.
It would have been better if Daenerys was Down syndrome. I think I would like it more.
Why?
That'd just be cool. That'd be cool and interesting. Daenerys should have had Down syndrome for the representation.
No.
Like I am the. Oh.
Jon Snow was also one of my favorites.
Jon Snow is pretty cool.
I liked him a lot. His character and, you know, stuff.
Balls. You don't even
No!
see his balls. You see
I
his
didn't say
ass.
anything about his balls.
Do you see his ass? I forget.
I don't recall. It's been a while.
What did you mean? And his, what did you mean?
And stuff. I think he's hot.
Oh, so you do like his balls?
Oh my god. Milk.
What? You don't like his balls and butt? Are they too good
Don't
for
know
you?
what they look like. I just think he's a hot
They're not good
actor.
enough. I think you see his ass. There's a lot of man
I
butt in
don't
Game of
remember.
Thrones.
There is.
I think there's more man butt than girl butt in Game.
I don't think there's any girl butt in Game of Thrones except for like maybe once or twice.
No, there is. I mean, you see Daenerys naked, and then she's like,
True.
I don't want to do it anymore." Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop watching." I remember that my friend was like, "I'm gonna stop watching this show," and he goes, "Daenerys refused to get naked again." So Cersei used a body double.
Really? I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know that either. I thought that was her hot naked body, but no, it was a body double.
Nope.
I was like, "Oh, what a letdown." That show's so, honestly, even though the last season's bad, the whole show was so good up to that point.
It was.
The last season was bad, I think, is because they kind of rushed it.
They did rush it.
They should have took their time.
If they had just taken their time and held on to it a little bit longer, they could have made it better. But
Yeah.
they also changed a lot from the books.
I think also they were fatigued just for making it so long.
Yeah.
Just wanted to
I
get it
think
over
that
with.
the more seasons they did, the longer the episodes they got, but also the less episodes they were.
Mm-hmm. But it's a good show. I'm on season 5. That's when Arya first goes to Bravos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
When I first watched, I loved Arya when I first watched. I thought she was.
I think when she becomes one of the faceless is whenever she becomes the coolest.
Mm-hmm.
Not faceless, the nameless.
I thought it is the. Oh yeah, it is Nameless Men.
Yep.
Those guys were creepy as shit, man.
I think they're cool.
It's so spooky. The way that they were just changing their faces like fucking skinwalkers is fucking scary, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna draw Arya
There
Stark.
goes Bordelon. Now it's just me and you, buddy.
Okay. I'm gonna draw Arya Stark real quick.
You're off to a horrible start.
There. But yeah, the nameless men, they were spooky. The girl that was like her nemesis, right, when she first joins, was a huge bitch. That's such a cool arc. That whole arc is so badass.
It is.
When she goes blind, remember when she goes blind? And she's like begging on the street, right? Or spitting all over and sneezing on her. They started spitting and sneezing on Arya Stark's head. It's like covered in poop and stuff.
You find some of the weirdest things funny.
I just imagine like she's just like begging on the street, just people just walk by and spit on her. So stupid. Oh man. Only the show would be better if it was more silly like that.
I want to take another smoke break.
Remember in hello, welcome back. Remember in the Holy Grail? Remember that movie?
Yes, by Monty Python.
Yeah, Monty Python's Holy Grail.
I don't know.
When there's like that one scene like the peasants are just playing in mud and shit.
Yeah.
I can hold on.
Like, I am your king.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'd
king of
have to
what?
say
King
one
of
of my
me?
favorite,
doing it again.
my favorite
I'm
scenes.
not gonna go
is
for my
whenever they
again.
Shut up,
coconuts
Bordelon.
and
Stop
make the
talking
horses-
over her. God damn it, dude. Fuck. Then you, Genesis, say that again.
I think one of my favorite scenes, honestly, is when they take the coconuts to make the horse sounds, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
they come up to the wall.
Oh yeah, and then it's revealed that the guy who's like sending pigeons for the coconuts is there. He just kept sending pigeons. Yeah, that fucking rocks, dude. Yeah, Arya Stark getting spit on when she's blind is very funny.
I don't think it's funny, but we all have our own humor.
And then how does she even end up? She ends up leaving when she refuses to oh, and I remember now. She like kills like a non-target because she sees that guy having sex with children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bravos. Then she kills him.
I think so.
Without the name being asked for, and then she has to flee. And then she kills the little blonde girl because she tries to get in her way. Fucking sweet.
I think the really good scene. Who was it that she killed? At the end of not the last season, but it maybe have been the last season. It's when she snuck into the castle.
At the twins when what's his name? Fucking not Greyjoy. What's his last name? So many goddamn characters. At the twins were the ones that betrayed her family. She kills the old man, and she feeds the pie. She feeds her children the pie with his nostrils and shit inside of it or something.
I cannot remember their names.
Yeah, I remember that part. She's like, "Aren't you gonna bow for your king?" And then they look down at their pie. That shit's scary, dude. They made them eat their father. Messed up. Also, there's like 40 of those guys that died. Like their whole. I think she murdered their whole family.
I think there's someone she stabbed too.
Yeah, there's like that. There's that pedophile dude. That I think he's the one that beheaded her father. I can't remember. I haven't got to that part again yet.
Littlefinger was also a good character.
Littlefinger was weird, man. I thought he was real weird. He felt like a groomer. He felt like a Discord groomer. I don't like him.
I don't know. I feel like his character story was just really good. Until he tried to screw over Sansa.
I think Viserys was the better counterpart to his character. The bald man.
Mhm.
He was a better
The
version of
the eunuch.
Littlefinger. Yeah.
He was pretty good. I don't know. I just didn't vibe with him as much because like, eh, he was more like under the scenes.
I mean, Littlefinger was too. He only killed one person. It was a woman.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Woman breastfeeding constantly throughout the whole show.
I cannot remember why he kills her though.
Because he kisses Sansa because he wants to fuck her.
Oh yeah,
And then
that's
she
right.
sees
Because
it and she tries
he
to kill him.
wants
She tries to
to
kill her.
be Lord of the North.
Yeah. I don't think he was planning to kill her. It's just because she tried to kill Sansa
Yeah,
when she saw them kissing.
that's right.
And Sansa defends him because she doesn't know what the hell the veil would do
Yeah.
if he wasn't around. Which turns out to be a big mistake because then she gets raped by Ramsay the whole time.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That's a brutal. That was a brutal. That guy was a real bastard. That guy was worse than Joffrey. Joffrey was a piece of shit, but that guy was insane, dude.
Yeah. Did you remember what he did to Theon?
Yeah, when he chops his big hard cock off. He's like, "This is mine now," and he starts munching on it. A feral animal. What if he was like smoking on it like a cigar? He puts a cigarette at the tip to smoke through it. But honestly, Theon did deserve it. But then to a point, but after some point, it's like, all right, this is a bit too much.
Yeah.
That part when like his sister tries to save Theon from his captor, remember that part?
Yeah.
And his sister shows up and he's like so terrified of being tricked again that she doesn't even leave with her. Damn, dude. Fucking crazy. Got brainwashed instantly.
Yep.
The hentai tag mind break. That's only something a gooner would understand, Genesis, I'm sorry to say. Only gooners
All
understand
good.
that reference.
I don't think I need to understand it.
Anyways, let's see what the other topics are. I was gonna bring up J.K. Rowling, but without Argus here, it wouldn't make sense because he was the main one spreading lies about the Queen, J.K. Rowling, perpetuating lies. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was okay. I made my first turkey ever for the first time. Uh, yeah, it was pretty good. I injected it with garlic and herb marinade and basted it in butter.
What else? That's it.
I made homemade mashed potatoes. I cooked my potatoes in the juices from the turkey and then drained them and mashed them. Didn't have to season them at all because I had all that flavor from the turkey.
That sounds good.
And then I made green bean casserole
I hope you brought
and
enough for the
banana nut
audience.
bread.
Hope you brought enough, saved enough for the audience so they could eat the bill. Our entire audience spent Thanksgiving alone, and then they got in fist fights. They got in fist fights after on Black Friday.
Sadly, I have no leftovers.
Be disappointed. Prepare to get doxxed. What do you think? What do you imagine our audience would be?
I don't even know. This podcast is so all over the place. Like, I couldn't tell you what kind of people would be interested in it because it kind of hits up a little bit on everything.
The answer is no one. No one's interested in it. But yeah. Anyways, you're gonna get doxxed for not saving enough leftover for the audience. I got them a bunch of turkey bones, dirty eggs, like a
I mean, they can
snail.
have my potato skins.
Yeah, there's like some. They're like hogs basically. You just fill a trough and watch
Oh
them
my
go
goodness.
to work. You just fill like a big trough full of shit, and then they'll eat it all. Love it too. They love that shit.
If you say so.
You never seen a man be eaten alive before, but I tell you, when you see our audience rip a man apart and eat him, like 2 seconds flat, it's a thing to behold.
I can imagine it would be.
Yeah, I wonder what J.K. Rowling did for.
Avo-
Huh?
Avoid the public.
She chopped up a trans person's left arm and ate it. Thanksgiving. I'm just kidding. To sum up the J.K. Rowling thing, why the topic is there is that there's a bunch of weird stuff being said about J.K. Rowling, saying that she's like a insane like anti-trans
Yeah, I've
woman,
seen
like
that.
like funding like trans genocides and stuff, which it's all unbased on any facts at all.
I think it's
Like
because,
I found
she
zero
writes her books
evidence.
the way that they come to her, and then people get mad if she doesn't include all these new things like transgender people and this and that.
It's not even that. It's because of Hogwarts Legacy. When that came out, like everybody was mad because she like liked a tweet or something.
Uh-huh.
Some woman was fired from her job because she was like got in an argument with someone, and she was like, "No, trans people don't exist. It's based on your genes or whatever." Right?
Mhm.
And then when she went to go like sue the company for firing her unlawfully, the judge ruled that it's like, no, you can't just say that. You have to say that transgenderism is real, and you can't get in arguments about it. I think it's bullshit. I think that's a huge encroachment of the government, but that's my opinion. I'm not going to tell anybody what they think.
Yeah, I don't think it's the government's place
But
to tell people what they can and can't think, but
J.K. Rowling feels that way as well, and because of that, trans people have been making up lies. Not even trans people, it's just people who say that they support trans people. They're making up weird lies and like saying that she funds like anti-trans
that's stupid.
committees because she opened up a shelter for women, right? A women's shelter, and for the rules of the shelter, it says you have to be a cis woman, so like you're both biologically as a woman.
Yeah, I can imagine why that would make sense because you'd know if you got other things.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself like, okay, even if you disagree that she should do that, try to understand why she would do that, because there have been people who have claimed to be women just to rape women. And if you're opening a shelter and if that even happens once, you lose the trust of all the women living there, right? Now I don't think it's often enough where like you have to straight up ban trans women, but I don't own that place. Personally, I would just buy a bunch of more security if I was that worried about it, but that's
I think
just
it's along the lines
it's
of
her
it's for
choice.
it's like a shelter for battered women that, even if someone claims to be female, like it could scare the actually biological women.
Yeah.
Because, trauma. And I think that's the reason that rule is there mainly.
Yeah, so like you can understand why she would do that, but people have took that and tried to like extrapolate it into her hating trans people and want them to be genocided, which is insane.
People nowadays are so crazy because like there are people like, oh, respect what I've been through. when it comes to the whole slavery thing, and no one in this day and age has ever been through slavery in our country.
But yeah. So, anyways, basically, Argus was helping perpetuate that J.K. Rowling is like an insane trans hating woman. And I didn't give a
That's
I thought it
crazy.
was funny because I still joke about it, but it's not true. It's not true, and it makes me angry even more that Pikami got canceled. Pikami is like an old VTuber who she completely quit her career as a VTuber because she got so much, which is sad. I mean, it's also her own fault, be more thick skinned, but still.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, wait, what the hell? When I first saw all this stuff again because I was bored in the morning, I saw that I started seeing like, wait, nobody has any proof that J.K. Rowling even hates trans, like at all.
That's all just people making shit up.
Yeah, it's just people like making these huge reaches for like certain tweets where she like there's one tweet like someone asked like, how do you feel about how do you feel sleeping at night knowing that you're anti-trans? And like J.K. Rowling hit him back hard. She roasted him by like going like, oh, I feel kind of bad until I see that check in the mail, right? Like just saying like,
Hmm.
I know it's like I don't care if you don't like me, I'm still rich. Oh, cunt.
Yeah,
Right?
she's not.
And then people took that as like, oh, she's just the money grubbing anti-trans person.
She's
Like,
not. It's
I don't
just,
think so.
nothing she says people are gonna believe. So why not just feed into it?
But anyways, anybody that's trans or part of the trans community and hates us for saying this stuff, by all means, dox Genesis. Go ahead.
Don't dox
Yeah,
me.
just
I'm
let
listening to
me
you
let me
talk.
just deflect it all towards you. Dox Bordelon, dox Arcus, dox all the other three. Don't dox me though.
We all know it's milk.
No, yeah. Don't, yeah, honestly, you wouldn't get much from doxing me.
You wouldn't get much from doxing me.
I'm not close to my friends or family. If you dox me and start calling my sisters up and shit, I think half of them would be like, yeah, he's crazy, and the other half would like, I don't know who this is. They just hang up.
If I got doxed and y'all started calling my family, like none of them would pick up. If they don't know the number, they're just gonna be like, ignore, or they're just gonna let it ring.
half my siblings hate me, and the other half barely know me. They stopped knowing me like in middle school.
Ah. Well, I know my two oldest siblings don't really know me because I'm the baby out of their group. But because we have different moms. But then my other two siblings, one's older than me, one's younger than me. We have different dads. But my older brother doesn't like me. My younger sister's weird.
Some of my family's adopted as well. Some of my brothers and sisters have different parents completely.
Oh wow.
They used to be my cousins, so they're children of my aunt.
Hmm. I mean,
Typical
some
Mexican
people
household, basically.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been around it too much. I know my aunt married into that kind of lifestyle.
um, but yeah, J.K. Rowling wants to come on this podcast. She can. She can argue with Argus, and then Argus will be shown to be a dingling as he usually is. Watches too much of Sandpiker. Let's just roast Argus for a while. Right now, he's cleaning his brother's balls. That's why he couldn't show up today. He loves Hassan Piker still. The man, the single-handedly making people dumber by the minute. Every
I
live
don't even know who
stream,
that is.
he's just a strange dude. He'll basically
Ah,
like make claims that are completely unbased on any facts or research at all
uh-huh.
on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. make claims. And he won't say they're his opinion, he'll just say them as fact. And if you disagree with him or criticize him in any way, he'll call you a racist or evil and then ban you. So he's cringe, right? He's just a cringe dude. But for some reason, people love him. But I think this year people have been noticing how cringe he is now. Finally.
Eventually, people open their eyes.
It's just not good. It's just him being spurging out and saying things that are untrue. And what's even funnier is whenever he debates against somebody that's actually smart and can recognize when they're being lied to, he'll start deflecting the question or like moving the conversation towards a topic so he can just bombard them with like weird information that has nothing to do with the questions being.
Oh wow.
It's really terrible. Like if you're not a baby like Argus, if you're not like a stupid baby child, you can recognize like what the hell is this guy? He's not even answering the questions. He's just making new ones up and answering those.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah. But maybe Argus someday will wisen up. For a long time, Argus had Hassan Piker as his little profile picture until I roasted him about it.
Really?
Yeah. And then I roasted him about it, and then he changed it. Argus. That beautiful boy. The beautiful, magnanimous boy.
I wonder where Bordelon disappeared to.
I think it's because I yelled at him. He's so sensitive. He always gets mad when I yell at him, even if it's warranted, when he's talking over people in the middle of their sentence. That or he's getting chewed out for playing Yakuza work.
That's a high possibility.
I thought he said he was gonna quit that job, didn't he?
I do not recall.
I thought he's out of the military. Or he's joining the army, rather. I thought he was gonna quit, so he chill until he goes
Maybe
back.
things aren't going as planned.
Maybe he got AIDS, and I have to pay for all this.
He got it from all those HBOCs.
What do you do with AIDS? What is the treatment for AIDS?
I mean, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, but you can treat it, right?
You can make it lesser.
Just eat like oranges and shit. That's it. That's the treatment. I don't know.
Like, there are things that help it, but sadly, it's something that's lifelong once you get it.
Didn't that one basketball player live through AIDS? Doesn't have it anymore?
I don't know who.
Name? I was gonna say OJ, but that doesn't sound right. OJ's the one that killed his wife and the butler.
I think it's the one who married a Kardashian.
He had AIDS, and now he doesn't. People say that the real cure for AIDS is to crush up diamonds and inject it into your blood.
I don't know.
Crazy. I wonder what he had, what secrets does that man hold?
Maybe one day we'll know.
He has those penis cream things. You ever seen those?
No.
Oh my god. It's like the creepiest, weirdest rich people thing I've ever seen in my life. There are I think it was Sandra Bullock and some other actress. And there's like a video of them on Ellen DeGeneres, right? They're talking to her about like a face cream that they like a facial treatment they go through. And they're like jokingly talking about it's like, oh yeah, this cream you can't just buy anywhere. You have to like go get it from a certain place. And they're like, oh, and then Ellen DeGeneres is like, what's inside of it, haha. Right? And like it's like a piece, well, it's made from like skin from like a piece of
foreskin?
Yeah, it's made by foreskin from like people from like third world countries.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're like it's like from skin. It's like skin from like boys from like other countries, and like it's made into a cream and you put on your face. And then Ellen DeGeneres like, you mean foreskin? Like, yeah, it's foreskin. That's why we call it the penis cream. And it's like the most evil, like weird, fucking creepy thing ever. And they're like talking about it like it's like a little like a little whimsical thing they do. It's fucking weird and creepy. And for some reason, like
Very creepy.
Like imagine going on a show and talking about that openly. Like, how do you not recognize that maybe people will think this is really fucked up and weird and strange? Like, you're basically cannibalizing these children, and I doubt all that foreskin was donated from them willingly.
Rich people don't understand or care.
Yeah, it's real evil. That's some like witchcraft stuff, you know? Like it's not like all those kids that have their foreskin ripped right off of them for giving it willingly, you know? They just basically forced on these children. And it's just weird to like repurpose their skin like actual human.
I don't get
like
why they want to do
actual piece
it.
of a human for your stupid cream for your face. It's fucked up.
I don't even see the medical benefit to it because, like, if you wanted medical benefit from something like that, you would use like the placenta.
That's still weird. I think that's weird as well. Using placenta, you're just using human body parts for your own skin routines. It's weird.
So there's like cells that are regenerative in the placenta.
Honestly, it'd be like someone like it'd be like dogs like eating another dog just for the health benefits of eating its heart or something. It's weird as fuck. It's like cannibalism, basically, is what I'm saying. It's very, very. It's cannibalism adjacent. It feels like if this goes any further, we're gonna start mutilating people and eating their hearts. It's fucked up and weird.
Technically, it would be considered cannibalism because it is human flesh.
I think in
organs.
Africa, if there's like an albino child born, they'll like mutilate the child and like eat like put pieces of its brain or something.
Really?
I forget what it actually was. That's like, but they do kill them. They kill them because they think they're like demons or whatever, and they use like some piece of them for like some treatment for getting harder boners or something. It's weird.
Oh wow.
They might eat them. I don't know, but yeah, it's fucked up. And I think if you're putting foreskin cream on your face, you're just one step away from doing that to albino kids across the world.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You'll find that video because it's really.
I don't think I will watch it.
It's really unsettling, dude. The penis facial. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sandra Bullock explains getting a penis facial.
I will watch it later.
Oh my goodness. Who does this?
People who are bored and don't know what to do with all the money they have.
Who can do this and fucking talk about it so open? Fun little joke. Haha, isn't this cute and funny? No, it's not cute and funny. It's fucking weird and scary. There's also people in here going like, this is satanic. Satanic nature.
I could believe it.
I don't know about satanic. Definitely weird though.
Definitely evil.
It reminds me like you hear about like in medieval times, like people like wearing people's skin and bones and shit to like intimidate their enemies and stuff. It's fucked up. My god, dude. Do some people just have a fascination with wearing people's skin?
I think so.
The part of humanity. Like in Kenshi. Meet the skin bandits. You said your husband plays Kenshi, right?
Yes, he does.
Did he ever tell you about the skin bandits?
No.
These little robots that live in like some horrible like ashy wasteland part of the map.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a human and you show up, they're like, hey man, we got potatoes. Want to come eat some? Want to come eat some
Mm-hmm.
potatoes with us? Like, yeah, sure. And then you go sit down at their campfire, and they beat you about the head. And then it turns out you're the potato. And they put you in these machines that peel your skin off, and you die slowly. Fucking evil.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And if you zoom in on them, like you can see that they're wearing your skin. So that's what Sandra Bullock wants to do.
I don't see why they would want to do that.
Protect your children, everybody, because Sandra Bullock's gonna wear your skin. She's gonna come after you.
She's gonna come after everybody.
He's addicted to skin, man. He's a monster.
I think they're all monsters in one way or another.
I mean, yeah, how many of them were complacent and fucking Weinstein rape?
Yeah.
How many reactors were on Epstein's plane?
I can't even tell you. Too many.
This is a call to action. Gonna get demonetized. We're good. Not get demonetized. We're gonna get banned. Start talking about this shit. For some reason, you can't call to action your millions of subscribers to go do something. Isn't that weird? Isn't that a weird thing you can't do?
I don't think so. Like, it kind of makes sense because, like, cause riots and shit.
Yeah, like fucking Kai Cenat or that. I remember when Kai Cenat went live in like New York or something, and then he called for all his fans to show up, and they all did. Naturally, there was like a huge, crazy like riot there. I mean, it wasn't a riot. They weren't. It's not like they were trying to hurt people, but they were just got real rowdy, right? Started breaking shit. Right? Is that a riot? Would that constitute as a riot? Just people going insane? Because I feel like a riot is more focused on like a goal.
Riots are not focused on anything, right? Like, they can be, but there are times where riots just break out over the littlest thing.
Yeah, I thought like the goal of a riot would be like to cause as much chaos as possible. But like people partying too hard, I don't know. Ask the feds about that one, everybody. What constitutes as a genuine riot? Is it just enough people gathered around causing havoc? Or is it like something with the focused goal in mind? Like cause chaos for somebody?
I think it's the havoc one.
They started breaking shit. Breaking cars and stuff, mostly in windows.
Because there's times where people have rioted about, Black Lives Matter, and then they go and vandalize black businesses.
I don't know if it was vandal. I didn't vandalize nothing when I was there. I was mostly just like biting people and injecting things inside of that. I just had like the syringes full of bleach. Or like in Portland.
You were horrible.
In Portland when they shut off a whole like 4 blocks or something in the middle of Portland, say this is a free state. We don't believe in the laws. They put like a fence up, and then people just started getting pepper spray after a while. They're like, all right, this is enough. Yeah, those were fun times. Would you be involved in a riot, Genesis?
No, I would never, because I have small children.
Oh, you don't have to bring them with you.
Also, I don't believe violence is the answer to anything.
It's not about violence. It's about stealing a new Xbox. The first thing to go is the targets. Any riot, if there's a target in the vicinity, it's going to be robbed. This is going to get taken down. We should get off this topic.
Yeah, let's get off the topic.
I'm going to cut all this out. This is too much. This is too evil. It's too
Yeah.
real. They're not ready for reality and truth.
They're not ready for you, Milk.
They're not ready for me asking what's your first target in a riot. They don't like that question.
No.
I think it would be very funny if this podcast got big enough and got visited by like the FBI and shit.
Oh my goodness. I would be a little frightened and alarmed.
There's a disclaimer. It's clearly stating that everything we're talking about is a joke. I do think it is a joke. I'm not actually unhinged.
Yeah, no, I just consider this podcast always unhinged. Like anytime I describe it to anyone, I'm like, it's unhinged humor.
Yeah, this is all played up for all of you. I don't even have this voice. I'm using a voice changer right now. I'm a 12-year-old girl. I have pigtails.
Oh wow.
I have beautiful pigtails on right.
The funny thing is I'm using a voice changer too. I'm a 42-year-old man.
Yeah, and this is not a creepy relationship, by the way. She's not grooming me. I don't think so, at least.
No, totally not. Now you are wearing the pink bows I told you to, right?
Yeah. I also got that underwear that was soiled. I don't know if you want me to wash those for you or something.
No, I don't want you to wash them.
What? You know, it's funny, like in like in Chris Hansen's show and stuff, like pedophiles are legitimately doing that, and then he's like,
wow.
"Why did you do this?" He's like, I'm just like having conversations. What are you talking? It's like, what? You showing your cock? It's having a conversation.
Totally not having a conversation.
showing your cock to a child is just how you say hello. Like
apparently.
Like some of the excuses they say is so funny. Like EDP is like, you guys got cupcakes? I came for the cupcakes. It's like, what? What do you mean cupcakes, you pervert? Trying to fuck a baby.
Yep.
They should have beat his ass. That would be so cool. Come here, EDP. Sick, you're twisted. Done got off the rails. Yeah. Also, Bordelon's like 95 years old. Life.
Yep. I saw it myself.
He has gray hairs. Gray and white
He has
hairs.
no hair. What are you talking about? Where did you see hair?
Well, on his
Oh.
parts.
Oh. I'm gonna have a talk with Bordelon. He's
his-
stepping on my territory.
Yeah, the two pedophiles were fighting. Pedo fight. That's the next bum fights. Pedo fights. Two pedophiles to fight in
God.
prison.
Oh Lord Almighty.
I would
Save
watch
me.
that. I would watch two pedophiles kill each other. In like the new Gladiator tournament.
They can fight each other to the death, and then whoever wins, they'll get shot down.
Yeah, whoever wins gets a bullet. The other one just has to die slowly.
Yep.
Fucking cool.
I would really love to hear the other two's opinion on this, but they want to be pussies.
Yeah, sadly, Bordelon's being threatened with, things being done to him. Some guy has his big hands all over him right now.
See, he told me there was 2 hands on his shoulder while he was getting his whatchamacallit.
Bordelon once showed me a picture of him and his boyfriend. His boyfriend was clutching his neck as hard as he could. And I was like, this looks messed up, Bordelon. He's like, no, that's just how we play. That's just how we like. Okay then, right, bud.
You know, you like what you like.
This is just how we josh around. This is just what roughhousing. That's what Justin Rowland tried to say. I was just roughhousing with her, officer.
I think Argus is 13 years old too.
Yeah, Argus is 11 years old. I'm 12.
Oh, she's younger.
Yeah, he's younger than all of us. Remember, he's like 20 something. No, he's just 20, I think.
Yeah, you're
Or is he-
right.
Yeah, or is he 19? I forget.
I think he's 20.
He said he was 20 and he lives at this address. He just flashed his address on the screen.
He'd be so tilted.
Like, why is my local city
Why am I
garbage
getting
dump on the
boxes of
screen?
shit?
It's like guys, they've been messaging me. City's been messaging me saying that I dox their municipal garbage disposal area. People keep sending packages there, being thrown away. I think that's it.
I think so.
We got like 3 minutes. Quick, bring up a topic.
3 minutes.
The doctor.
Micro penises.
The doctor's micro penis. What if the new doctor?
I mean, it's why him and Amy never slept together, because they had chemistry. I just know it.
Amy Pond. What did Amy Pond look like again?
She was the redhead with the pin straight hair.
Oh, I remember now. Nah, yeah, she was pretty cool too. I take back my Rose was the best. Amy Pond was pretty sweet.
See, I told you.
I still think Rose was cool, but Amy Pond's a close second. Almost tied.
Amy Pond's the best.
Just like how Rose is hot as shit. Can you blame me?
Listen, stop thinking with your little head. Think with your big head.
Rose is blonde though. I like blondes better. I say. I'm a Mexican. I can't resist.
Always blondes or brunettes.
Exactly. I don't think I've ever met I've seen plenty of redheaded Mexicans.
Really?
Yeah, Latinas. A lot of Latinas have red hair, like naturally. I mean, not like dyed. For some reason, some of us have that gene. I think it's mostly from Spain, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Spaniards have the red genes inside of them too. Yep.
Meanwhile, you can clearly tell I'm Irish based off of the pasty white blindness you see.
But blondes don't exist though. Because Mexicans breed the blonde.
That's
out
why
of
it's so sought after.
Mexicans tend to breed the blondes out of existence. It's horrible. America's fallen.
Just a little bit.
It's so stupid. I love those fucking memes. It's like the workplace is fallen. I can't believe there are genuinely some people who believe that if there's too many different races mixing, it's ruining the race. I think it'd be the opposite. It's strengthening with the variety of genes. The closer your genes are, the weaker you get.
There's good things and bad things in between each and every race.
But anyways, that's the real end. If you guys think America is fallen, you think Mexicans have overreached by breeding all the blondes away, go ahead and say in the comments below. Bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye.